Good day, everyone. We will present our research title Biodegradable PCB of Saccharum officinarum for Electronics Design Utilizing PIC Microcontroller. My name is Ivan Jimson de los Reyes.
I'm Irish Divine Manalo.
I'm Darren P. Muelia.
I'm Alira May S. Molino.
I'm Danica Legarde.
I'm Ronan Darren Kasem.
Now I will say the introduction of biodegradable PCB of Saccharum officinarum. The electronic devices industry continues to grow with the increasing demand for technology. However, the production of printed circuit boards or PCBs and their disposals at the end of their life cycle has created several environmental concerns. This raises a clear need to find eco-friendly, sustainable, and biodegradable materials for the manufacturing of PCBs. What if we could make them with stuff that comes from nature? Biodegradable PCBs have gained increasing attention as an eco-friendly alternative to traditional non-biodegradable PCBs in the electronics industry. We're creating a biodegradable PCB using Saccharum officinarum, or known as sugarcane. Hindi lang siya environmentally friendly, it's also sustainable and biodegradable, meaning it will decompose naturally without harming the planet. Saccharum officinarum is a highly sustainable resource that can be used to make PCBs that are not only biodegradable but also maintain the functionality of traditional PCBs. We made use of the PIC microcontroller to ensure that the PCB functions just as well as a regular one. Our research aimed to explore the viability of a new promising alternative to overcome the limitations of traditional PCB materials, and also to present a sustainable solution for electronic devices such as smartphones, wearable technology, and more to lessen their impact on the environment when they reach their end of life stage in an eco-friendly process.
Now I will be discussing the scope, the limitation, and the significance of the study. This study focuses on designing, developing, and testing a prototype for biodegradable PCB. The research concentrates on functionality and sustainability. The prototype's performance, feasibility, and efficiency will be evaluated through application in PIC microcontroller. It explores the potential of Saccharum officinarum or sugarcane as an eco-friendly material for biodegradable printed circuit boards or PCBs. It focuses on applications in PIC microcontroller powered devices, examining material characteristics, environmental impact, and viability of sugarcane-derived PCBs for low-power, sustainable electronics. Its focus on sugarcane-based PCBs may overlook potential alternatives or complementary materials. However, limitations exist due to challenges in material consistency, manufacturing, electrical performance, and environmental testing. To fully realize the potential of eco-friendly circuit boards in high-performance electronics, future studies must tackle these issues, paving the way of innovative, environmentally responsible technologies. This research develops biodegradable printed circuit boards using sugarcane fibers integrating PIC microcontroller. The innovative design benefits various sectors. Electronics manufacturers seeking eco-friendly alternatives, academic institutions advancing green technology, agricultural and industries valorizing waste byproducts, and environmental organizations combating e-waste. By promoting sustainable electronics and renewable materials, this breakthrough mitigates environmental harm, generates income opportunities for sugarcane farmers, and fosters local economic development.
So now, let's discuss the Chapter 2, Review of Related Literature and Studies. In this chapter, we'll explore various research studies, background knowledge, methodologies, innovation, and technologies that support this project. We will also discuss how to use of biodegradable PCBs in electronic designs, specifically in systems utilizing PIC microcontrollers, offers an environmentally friendly solution to growing issue of electronic waste. Let's start by reviewing some key literature sources, both local and international, that form a foundation of this project. So first is the foreign literature. According to Human Javdan 2022, the current concerns surrounding traditional PCBs include their harmful impact on the environment, particularly when they are incinerated or improperly disposed. Common metals such as mercury, cadmium, and lead used in PCBs release toxic substance posing serious health risks such as brain damage and cancer. One solution to this problem is the development of biodegradable PCBs that break down into non-toxic components. Now, let's look at the local context, particularly how the Philippines can leverage its sugarcane industries for sustainable solutions. According to the Philippine Statistic Authority 2023, regions like Western Visayas are leading sugarcane producers in the country, with millions of tons produced annually. This significant sugarcane output positions the Philippines to benefit from developing biodegradable PCBs using locally sourced sugarcane fibers. Next is the synthesis and environmental impact. Now, let's synthesize all this information and discuss how to use Saccharum officinarum-based PCBs addresses the environmental challenges post traditional electronic waste. So, the main objective of creating biodegradable PCBs from sugarcane fibers is to provide an eco-friendly alternative to traditional PCBs, which are a major contributor to electronic waste. As we know, traditional PCBs contain harmful materials like lead, mercury, cadmium, which pose serious risks to human health and the environment. On the other hand, sugarcane bagasse, a renewable and abundant material, offers a promising solution. By using this agricultural waste, we can not only reduce the carbon footprint of PCBs but also help reduce the environmental and social impacts of sugarcane waste, which is often disposed of improperly. Next is the conceptual framework. This framework proposes the development of biodegradable PCB made from Saccharum officinarum fibers, integrated with PIC microcontroller. The framework aims to ensure that these eco-friendly PCBs maintain the necessary electrical and mechanical properties while being fully biodegradable. The goal is to design a PCB that can be used in electronic system without compromising functionality, all while minimizing the environmental impact.
Now let's proceed to Chapter 3, Research Methodology. This chapter provides a comprehensive explanation of the research methods and process used to develop biodegradable PCBs or Saccharum officinarum fibers. It includes the research design, sampling techniques, respondent description, data collection methods, and visual aids such as flowchart and diagram that outlines the process. Now let's go to the first part. Research design is a study employs a prototyping methodology to develop and test the biodegradable PCB. This approach is ideal for iterative product development, allowing the researcher to verify materials properties, fabrication techniques, and integration methods. Prototyping is not only enables the evaluation of the PCB's performance, but also serve as the basis of identifying and solving potential issues in the early stage of development.
Sampling technique. Sampling techniques is a procedure to select a sample from the population. The researchers use a non-probability type of sampling, which is convenience sampling, wherein the researchers select the members of the sample on the basis of their convenient accessibility. The researchers selected at least two electronics and communication engineer, one electrical engineer, and two electronic technician who are experts in assessing the PCB and the integration of the PIC microcontroller. So the researchers selected the respondents also to provide essential information which can help the researcher to successfully achieve the objectives of the study. For the instrumentation, a standardized test will serve as the primary means to collect the data from the respondents. The researchers will carefully test the compatibility of the biodegradable PCB on different electronic components. Various tests will be done for more accurate results in components and source output, environmental resistance, integration of Saccharum officinarum in making the PCB material, and the sustainability of the PCB. For the data gathering, the standardized test and research questionnaire will be assisting the researchers to further expand the research scope, and the data gathered from the respondents will be utilized to look for ways to improve the project.
Let's start in the hardware and software requirements. The hardware requirements for the project includes the essential tools and components such as sugarcane fiber substrates, which is acts as the PCB's base, providing structural integrity and insulation for the circuit pathway. The picture microcontroller serves as the system control unit, handling signals, processing, and interfacing with other components. An etching kit is used to chemically removes excess copper from the PCB, creating precise circuit paths, while the soldering kit ensures the secure attachment of components, guaranteeing electrical connectivity and mechanical stability. On the software side, CAD tools are employed to design and visualize the PCB's layout, ensuring the optimal component placement and routing simulation. Finally, programming tools like MPLAB, EDEL are used to code and debug the microcontroller, ensuring its integration and functionality in the system.
And now I will explain to you our flowchart. So our flowchart begins with identifying the need for biodegradable PCB. The next is the research materials. In research materials, we investigate the Saccharum officinarum, or also called sugarcane, as a material for PCB. And also we explore its properties. The next is the design PCB concept. So we define the function and specification of the PCB for the intended electronics design. And also we identify the role of PIC microcontroller in the system. The next is the Saccharum officinarum processing. In this process, we extract the fibers and materials from cane, and also the process of the materials to create the substrate of the PCB. The next is the PCB layout and design. In the PCB layout and design, we design the layout of the PCB using a CAD tool, like example KiCad. The next is the integration with PIC microcontroller. In the integration with PIC microcontroller, we select the appropriate microcontroller for the system, and also we ensure the compatibility with the biodegradable PCB design. The next is the fabrication of biodegradable PCB. In the fabrication of biodegradable PCB, we apply the conductive inks or coating for the electrical traces. The next is the testing for testing the PCB. So in the testing the PCB, we perform the functionality test on the PCB with the PIC microcontroller. And also we apply the conductive inks or coating for the electrical traces. The next is the evaluation of biodegradability. In this process, we assess the biodegradability of the PCB over time. Next is the final product. In the final product, we finalize the electronic device that uses the biodegradable PCB. And also, we ensure the overall system is working as expected with the biodegradable materials. And last is the end. So, in the end, the process concludes with the fully functional system and a biodegradable PCB solution. So that's the contents of flowchart.
Picture diagram. So as you can see, this is our final product. The base will be the Saccharum officinarum, which is the sugar cane, and the next layer is the copper layer, the solder mask, and the outer layer will be the silk screen.
So next is the schematic diagram. So as you see, this is our schematic diagram that na ilalagay namin sa aming final product, which is yung PCB board na gawa sa sugarcane. So ito yung schematic diagram na ilalapat namin doon. So
And that concludes our presentation for today for biodegradable PCB of Saccharum officinarum for electronics design utilizing PIC microcontroller. Thank you for watching and goodbye.